Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Maria. Today we are making epoxy Halloween coasters. Okay, so I have 3 sets of coasters. I have the circle, the square, and the octagon shapes. They do come with the holders, so I'll have the coaster molds and the holders. Now I already mixed the epoxy on here. I did 8 ounces in one cup and 8 ounces in the other. Is 4 ounces of resin and 4 ounces of the hardener. So I did add some color on here, and I do lay them out, and then I put the colors in the ones that I'm going to use in that color. So I am using a few different colors. I do have yellow, white, black, I believe is red, orange, yellow, and like a really dark blue. But after it dried, it looked kind of like a black, but it's actually a blue, which I think is the last color that I put on there. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm gonna add some vinyl onto these because I did one before and I didn't like how they turned out, so I'm redoing these. But I'm gonna show you the difference with how these turned out compared to the first set that I had made. But I let these dry. I didn't fill them up all the way to the top. I do let them dry overnight, and then I put the vinyl on. So you can see here, they're completely dry. Like I said, they're not completely filled, but I do add vinyl. I do Nightmare Before Christmas on one, which is Jack Skellington. I do some simple ones, which is the ghosts, spiders, and stuff like that. And then the other ones is just regular little quotes on there for Halloween. But I do put them on the set that I'm gonna put, and then like whatever theme I picked out for each set, and then I do the coaster holder with the words, that way you know which one goes in what. Okay, since I didn't want these vinyls to peel off over time, I wanted them to be on there permanently. The reason why I did halfway on the molds is because after I put the vinyl in on, I will be putting some more epoxy over it, like a clear epoxy to fill it to the top of the molds. And then I will also be putting some on the holders just to hold it. Now if you notice, I put the vinyl facing up on the coasters, but on the holders I flipped the words, I mirrored the words when I was printing it on my Cricut, because I wanted you to just be able to see it once it's flipped over. So you will see how that turns out at the end. Okay, so I did add some color to the bottom of it, that way you can see the letters come through. Like I have some type of color on the base, the holders I mean, and then I did use my heat gun to blow any bubbles that were on there that I didn't see. So here I am taking them out of the mold. Some of them did have like something over, but I think it was more of the holders than the coasters. And but I do take them out. I mean, like in whatever sizes. I did the 3 sizes, and then I do the holders, but the holders, like when I was taking it out, that was pretty hard to take out. So whatever epoxy was sticking out, I do cut both my thumbs in the process. So be careful when you do these. The holders are pretty hard to take out, but the mold is really, really thick silicone, so you won't have an issue in like them breaking or anything. I actually thought I was gonna break it, but they were actually really, really sturdy. But if there's anything like left over, because this hasn't been 24 hours that I put the second coat of epoxy over it, then it's still, you can use like a pair of scissors or a sharp blade that can cut off whatever excess is on the sides, because it is pretty sharp when it's like hanging on the side of it. But this is how these turned out. They actually turned out really, really nice. I was liking how it came out, but I'm going to show you in a second how the other ones turned out, because I did make a set of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I didn't like how they turned out the first time, but I'm going to show you why. Because I wanted to use the vinyl on it, and it didn't come out the way I wanted them to, and I wasn't happy with how they turned out, because the vinyl started to sink in, because I didn't let the epoxy dry completely, so they didn't come out right. But I'll show you those in a second. But these actually came out really cute because they have the double layer. If you can see, it's got the color at the bottom, and then it's got the clear on top, but you can actually see how they came out. So this is the set that I made the first time that I'm going to show you, and you can see how they turned out. Some of it has the color in. I didn't like how the holder came out, didn't like the colors that I put in there, was not happy with it. If you can see there, the vinyl did start coming up with the epoxy, so it's like sticking out of it, and I'm not sure if you can see that really good, but yeah, that's sticking out of it. And then the other ones, you can see that it's sunk in. When I put the heat gun to blow out any bubbles, the vinyl started to melt, I guess. And then this one had some white over the black, so I was like really picky about it, did not like how it came out. So I had to redo them all over again. But I like the way the second ones came out, because I actually let them dry completely. So if you're gonna do this and you want to do the vinyl in the middle, let it dry, like don't fill it up all the way, and then let the first layer dry completely, or at least wait 8 hours, then put the vinyl on, and then throw the other layer on top, because then that way it'll be in the middle. But if you can see, like the vinyl actually started to sink in, it started to curl while it was in the epoxy, so it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. But I mean, it's still cute. It's just, I don't know, I guess I'm picky that way. I just didn't like how it came out. But I wanted to show you that because that was what I did, and I think that was like a fail of coasters, but the other ones actually turned out a lot better, a lot better. That's because I let them dry for a few hours before I put the vinyl on, and then I threw the epoxy on top. So if you're gonna try it, that's just my advice. Let it dry first for a couple hours, then when you see that it's set, then you put the vinyl on, and then you throw the extra one on top. But I hope you guys like this video. I hope the tips helped you out a lot. Please like and subscribe for more. Till next time, bye.